Gozyuger episode 3 dropped a while ago, and it was a really fun episode. I actually thought it would slowly lose its memento, but no, it's starting to run. It's getting better and better, faster and faster, till it will just literally be speeding by and I'll be going, I really miss Gozyuger. It was one of the best Sentais ever. And yeah, I am absolutely thrilled that this entire series is keep on going, and it's making me want to watch every single week, but my reviews are slipping, which won't happen much longer. They'll hopefully be out a lot quicker. Each of the Gozyugers seems to have a superpower. Tono has super smell. We have Ryuko, who has, I think, hearing, which is kind of cool. And then we have Ryuji, who has super strength, which we've seen previously. I generally think that we are going to see them use their powers either all together or at little times during the Sentai, which I'm all here for. I really want to know all the others. I think I know Black has mind reading powers. That is also a cool thing, but that is for another review. We're not going to talk about it just yet, or we will. Because I think she's in this episode. I do generally think that at some point we will get like monsters that will have certain abilities. Like the bad guys will instantly go like, oh shit, they all have superpowers. So if you have a really like monster that can like make loud noises, that smells really bad, or is even stronger, then they will literally get beaten, and it will be one of those things of they have to adapt their powers, and that is going to be how it works, which I think is a really cool thing for what it is. And I'm curious to know if they will do that, or if it's just like, oh hey, yeah, we've got these powers, we'll use them at some point, but they're not necessary. But in this episode, they go against Don Momotaro, which, damn, like, he's in it for a long time, and I really wished that he was in it for like till the very end. Like, he was the main rival. I know we had the guy who played King Oja, but I really wanted Don Momotaro after this to be the main bad guy that will keep Red on his toes. So the catchphrase of this episode is happy sunshine. It's fine, it is. I generally thought it would annoy the shit out of me, and I think it does for a bit, but he changes it like in a few of the other episodes, which I'm like, okay, that's fine. I can understand that you're doing that. But yeah, it's just so, it's such a fun series. The monster of the day is Tono's boss, who is a shopkeeper, and his ability is to mind control people. And it's not in the way that you use it normally. It's to get the whole vote system, and that is literally the entire thing. It is, let's just get votes, let's get people on our side, and that is the challenge of the episode. Again, absolutely fantastic. But when he turns up, and I love that they did this, and we see it much later on as well, is when the Prime Minister transforms into Don Momotaro. He calls forth his companions, which are literally like paper, like origami of the bear, the crane, and the wolf. And it also makes sense now thinking about it, because I know Yellow had a very big role in Don Brothers, but you can see the way that he just mistreats her at times, like she's not there. And she's not in this one, and I only just clicked on it now after looking back at the video for like clarification on stuff. But yeah, it's like he uses them and says like, come forth my companions, and creates origami and just throws it all around. I really hope that they address something like this, because I think it would be absolutely really, really cool. But yeah, it's just as soon as this monster turns up, the Prime Minister absolutely goes straight for him, and it's not a waiting thing. So perfect on this one. So the challenge for the episode is popularity. Who can get the more votes? That is the absolute winner. And you see Tono going around trying to do things like, so you have Riku, he goes off to do his music thing, and he gets some people following him straight away because he is an idol, and he gets Miss Bouquet to like him, and I absolutely love that part as well, because I don't think she's heard the music, but she instantly falls in love or instantly wants to be a fan, and you just see it. And I think it's cool. Like, this goes on for such a long time as well, so I'm hoping that this is a continuation. I just think this is really awesome. Like, this series is I'm excited, even looking back at past episodes, to be like, this is so cool. Go for this one. We need this. So everyone in this challenge is getting votes. But the main thing at the very end is that the Prime Minister gets more votes than anyone because he knows how to work the public. He knows that they will eat up everything. Like, I am going to do this for you. I am here for you. We had like people crossing the street, helping a little girl. And I think there's just like generally just trying, there's also the one in the like laundry shop or something, but even though that Tono helps that guy like sort out his laundry, what is clean and what is not because of an accident. But when they come to like the final voting thing, boom, Don Marmotaro wins, and this is when Tono transforms and they go have a fight. And I really wanted just to see that it was Tono versus Don Marmotaro. That to me would have been 10 times better in my eyes. But in general, I think it's a fun episode. It's interesting. And it has a lot in there. Ryuko, yeah, we'll go with that one. So Ryuko in this one, like he gets his Tenga Sword, Zord, or Giant Robo, and he goes against Bouquet. And when they start fighting, Bouquet's picture of Riku gets, or Ryoko, Riku, I have no idea how to say it. I'll say it right one way and I'll say it the other. I'll find out like in the next video. But as soon as like her giant robo gets damaged and one of her pictures gets like destroyed, she goes on a massive rampage, like full on. I don't care about what's going on. I have anger. I have all these like rage emotions, and it works absolutely perfectly. Fantastic in this one. So yeah, it just kind of adds a lot more to it, and I absolutely thought this was fine. This is a lot of fun. Now this is when we get some transformations. With Don Momotaro, he has access to the rings that he has already, so he uses Jetman to fly around. Ryuji, who uses O-Ranger to transform into the Red Ranger, obviously because that's how the powers work, and he traps Don Momotaro. But at the very end, when Ryoko turns around and uses his like finisher on Bouquet, Giant Robo goes down, and at the very end, as Don Marmotaro has been trapped in the O-Ranger kind of pyramid power, they get attacked by the Green Ranger, which is Takahara. I will obviously say these names completely different in all of them. I just have to kind of figure it out in a proper way. But I kind of like this because it showed that a ranger can be captured at any time. And earlier on in the episode, we did see Ichikawa, which is the Black Ranger. And she, I love the parfait thing, I really did. And that's like really early on in the episode where she turns around and says, oh, I don't like the fact that you charge this much for a parfait. And Ryuji's like, how much do I charge? Now that to me, I would love to be a running joke all the way through the episode, all the way through the series, because then she could turn around and say, oh yeah, you should be charging like 1,000 yen. And that I think would be absolutely perfect. I would have written it like that if it was the case, just like she just will tell him at some point. No one knows what she does, and everyone thought that she might be a party girl or something like that. She is a private investigator for the Prime Minister, and they kind of meet up and they just drive off, and everyone's like, oh my God, look at the ring. But because you had Tono, he pretty much saved the shop owner, and then Tono gets one vote. Thank you very much. Gozyuger. There we go. And that's it. The episode ends when they see Takahara just standing there saying, hi, I am the Green Ranger. And then it jumps into episode 4, which if you want to go have a look, it will be up very, very soon. It's a fantastic episode. I generally really like this. This series to me is absolutely fantastic. I love the fact that, we have the Don Momotaro in this, and I feel like he is a brand new character, and it's, how he was meant to be, quite serious to some degree. But I absolutely love the series so far. This is fantastic. It is so much fun, and I am literally here committed, and it's been a while since that's happened because normally I would just skip it and be like, oh, okay, I'll catch up in a couple of weeks. But no, I'm here every single week to watch this because I think it's cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on this episode? Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know down below in those comments and let's discuss. And while you're down there, why not hit the like button and subscribe? It helps the channel grow. And if you want, go check out the channel memberships where you'll be able to get exclusive content as well as early access to some of the videos when they're up. Thank you very much for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimono Cat. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。